Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So this one's going to be a bit different. This is going to be a Star Wars update video, just specifically for Minecraft, obviously, because that's what most of my channel is. But all that's going to happen in this video is I'm going to be talking about all of the stuff that's happening with Star Wars around my channel. As you can see in front of you, I've now finished the 1/10 Imperial Star Destroyer, so I'm going to be working on the tutorial for that. Well, actually today, so it's the 20th today, so this video will probably go out on the 21st of January 2017, so I'll be working on it today. What I'll be doing is I'll be putting pictures up on Twitter as well. What I did when I was building this one, and well, actually rebuilding, I did have an old version of this. Well, I say an old version, I'd started building it, but it was totally wrong. The angle was completely wrong, so I ended up starting from scratch. So that took a long time. So what I did is, with this one is something a little bit different. On Twitter I started posting pictures. I decided like halfway through, when I was most of the way through, to actually start posting a couple of pictures. Also this dude did something really awesome. He posted, like, Soulfire 1883 posted picture of, so he had rebuilt one of the things that I'd done for that Folktale series and done an interior. I really love you guys sending me stuff like this. It doesn't matter what build it is, it's just awesome when I see you guys, what you guys have come up with. It's wicked. Anyway, so the first thing I did is I showed a quick picture. The way that I actually build ships, and I'll kind of be explaining in this video I'll be explaining how I build ships in a way. And go through the process that I do, just very quickly, especially with the Star Wars stuff. Because at least I can show you with pictures this time. But I'm also going to be going through what I'll be doing in the future of all of these kind of like Star Wars related videos, and what I've got planned, and what I think will be really cool. So this was it, kind of built up. You can see right at the back here, and I wonder if I can save image or something like that. Yeah, I'm wondering. More apps, go away. I just want to open it. Why can't I just open it in, like, yeah, let's just open it in, no, Windows View, there we go. So hopefully, there we go, it's gone on the other screen. So what you can see over here, you see where I've rebuilt it. The angle that I had before was, it looked too steep. It didn't work, so it didn't come up to this. So this entire top section here ended up being like really high in the air. And it just looked stupid. It didn't look like a Star Destroyer. So I ended up redoing the entire angle. Now when you're doing it with blocks and slabs, it gets really complicated. So I ended up, these gun parts here, these were just like markers for where the guns would be. I ended up ripping out this entire bit and editing it, so there's literally just blocks missing, but you can see the back didn't line up anymore. The top was also just completely... It was just... I was trying to figure out the angle as I was doing it, so you can see here I started getting this bit right. Once I got this bit right, I can then get this bit right and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I ended up doing with this one, and that's why... that's the biggest change that happened from that one is literally this back piece is just completely wrong. There is no bottom to this as well, I just completely stripped it out. Yeah, I just completely stripped it out. I think there's like a marker down here of where the shielded bit is. Then the next update, so that was, yeah, 19 hours ago apparently. Then a couple hours later, so after I'd redone the entire shaping and stuff, I'd finished off the top bit. So this is a pretty good kind of view of what I've done next. So we've got all of this angle part, and that I was pretty happy with. And then I just continued on to these bits that they go up, but they also go, they also slope, and they also kind of widen as well. It's a bit of a weird shape, the ISD. So I ended up doing this. That worked out really well. Once I've got all that lined up, and you can see the back now I've actually lined up. You'll see it even more. So then the next bit was the back itself. So what I do is I'll build all of that slopey part on the top. I'll do all of this top part here. I'll go all the way up to the bridge. I'll make this angle up here. Then I mirror that angle. Once I've mirrored that angle, I can then figure out what the hell I need to do underneath, and I'll show you guys what it looks like underneath. And once you kind of got that, it all kind of works. And then I'll put in the engines. Luckily, I was able to... I think I did comment on this. This is the good thing about, Twitter. Like, I did... Oops. Where's my comments? God damn you. I'll click on that, there you go. So I was able to steal my engines from my 1/10 Victory class, which did save a lot of time. I did end up editing it, and then we got the final product here, which is this nice big picture here. So if we jump in to... Should I go on Space Promo Map? Yeah, I'll go on Space Promo Map because it looks really cool. Right, so if I turn off shaders first, and if I've also got a night vision potion, right, so this is... this has got a couple bits that are a little bit extra. You'll probably notice the texture pack's different. I am working on a kind of a Star Wars texture pack. So this is what it actually looks like. It is a big monster. If I actually go for my field of view to be normal, you then get a better sense of scale. So it is huge, but it's only 1/10 scale. It's crazy. It's much bigger than the other one. Yeah, so if you guys are ever going to be building one of these, which I know that some people have tried, the first thing you want to try out with is getting this angle here. So this is difficult for me to show you. This edge here. Once you've got that, going all the way back, then it's not too bad. I made the mistake of then putting my slabs on and building it up the first time anyway, and then I tried at the back to try and figure it out. But the back, you always fudge. Always fudge the back. So then you get that. But yeah, get that angle right. Try and get to where your points are. Probably best to actually build up this angle up here. Let's zoom over. Sorry, it gets really difficult now. Yeah, so this point from there. Let's go for... Turn shaders on. I'll have to turn it off. But so for all the way from the front, you could try and figure this angle out and figure out where these bits kind of hit into. This bit here looks really messy, but yeah, so we've got like this bit here where it's over. There's another one, then there's another one. You can see the angles. This was the most difficult part about the build, was getting all of these angles to line up and make it look like it's naturally sloping, which I think I did a pretty good job. Pretty happy with it. If we do actually put on shaders, you can you can see it a lot better. It does define it. It just makes it really dark. So that's the only problem with that. But yeah, once you've done that with it, it kind of all sits in. It just all kind of works. The bridge itself is, because it's a lone kind of like standing structure. It's not too bad. All you have to do is make sure that it lines up back here, and these bits. So you can see these are still moving inwards. So they're still angled, as well as having like this lip going over, and they're also moving upwards. So you still have to continue that around the back. I've got the garbage disposal bit here, which I guess actually you could put a door in here, couldn't you? That'd be quite funny. You actually could, couldn't you? That could actually be the door. If you're going to build this... I don't know why the hell we'd build it in survival, but yeah. If we go up it into here, I'm going to put it back to 90 because it looks a lot better on the inside. I've only done a little bit of the interior, but this is the bridge. It's a lot bigger than the 120th. See, I've put in the kind of like central walkway type thing. So you can actually have a look down on it. It's just pretty cool. It's always good. It's always good when you get that angle right. But there's not too much space to do like the little trench where you get the little dudes doing their thing. So there's not really that much space, but you can see here like all of that's just built up. So yeah. I don't know if I'm going to mess around with an interior or not with this one. I might do, but I've just got it sloping down for the time being, just down to here. And then the interior itself is pretty big. Really is pretty big. It's like a cavern. Yep, it's pretty cool. You got the engines on that bit there. So if we jump through here, not mess it up too much, because I'm going to have to use this. I'm going to use this model to do the intro video. So yeah, once I got this back piece done, the next bit was underneath here, getting this angle done, getting these ridges, because this goes in from a central point, so this central line. So this is again why you start with this bit. So once you get this part here, that goes across there, that central line goes in, and it starts moving itself out, and then you get a couple of twos to get that angle right, because you've got, it's moving upwards, but it's also moving out, so you have to try and get that right. That has to line up with the bridge. That was a bit of a nightmare, but it wasn't too bad. Once I got it, it was fine, so that then works out there. Mirrored that exactly. The engines, like I said, were from the Victory. I did do a couple edits where I've added in quite a lot more stairs and a couple extra blocks here and there to make it look smoother, which I think they do. But they're exactly the same configuration, exactly the same size, essentially, so it's brilliant. Underneath, oh yeah, the guns. I didn't actually show a picture of the guns on... ooh, I don't like that. What's happened here? That needs to be cut down. See? Still editing. So that, I'll edit on the main one, because I don't like that. I like it being as smooth as possible. And that's possibly due to this. So maybe actually I do need to do that. Yeah, something like that I need to do. I'll mess around with it on the real model. See, there's always edits to do. Yeah, the guns, pretty small little things, but they're a different design than what I did on the Victory, because I didn't like the Victory ones, so they're a little bit better. Underneath, yeah. So, underneath, yeah, we have got the 1/10 Corellian Corvette underneath there. If I go right to the front, I'll show you guys how I figure it out. So I copy the same that's on top. So I'd have, yeah, so here I've got stone slabs. And I've got this block in here. I would have liked this entire bit here to be dark. But you can see here, you can see it on the top and the bottom. It just didn't work out that way. Which is a shame, but, you know, that's just the way that it happens. So I could have done that instead with, like, stone or something. That would have worked as well. But it doesn't really matter too much. I think also I need to do... So there is still bits I need to edit. Definitely on this. So I've not completely finished. I only finished it last night and I was like, oh my god, I've done it. But I've definitely got tweaks to do. Yeah, so like where I've got this slab here, I'll mirror that underneath. And that will mirror all the way. But because of this structure like moving upwards and getting this angle right and having to fudge it in a little bit, it doesn't end up being exact at all. Like I had to fudge it, especially at the back. With this, it's really easy. I literally build it all with the slabs and the stairs and all that kind of like not slabs and stairs, slabs and the blocks to get all of the angling right. You'll see here I fudged it because I've used 4s for most of it. I think my night vision might run out a bit. I use 4s, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see I've tried to fudge it there. But if you have a look here, we got 3s, 3, 4, 4, 4, and there's like a 6. So it does get fudged, especially here I fudged it. I moved it in quicker because it made this, the sphere part of it, look a lot better. If I'd whacked it into it, it then starts to merge. It doesn't quite work. So I did end up fudging it to make it look better. But I'm really happy with how this turned out, this bit. I used plots a little bit to make it, and then I ended up just doing my own thing with a load of slabs. Because as soon as I started adding in slabs, it didn't look right. So I had to really just add in more slabs. Yeah, this bit was nice and easy. You literally just cut it out at the end. Honestly, like you have all your angles. You then figure out where it is. So I just grabbed a picture up of the Imperial Star Destroyer on its like a side view, and I could see, I think it was like underneath, like a view like that. I could see it was kind of forwards of this piece here. So I just went a little bit forwards of that piece, cut out a box that would fit in this, the Corellian Corvette, and yeah, shoved it in. So I've got this 1/10 in here. It fits nicely. It's nice and, you know, it's not snug. It's got weirdly, it's got 2 blocks on this side and 1 on the other. I think this is like an even ship. I always do it odd, which is where you get these little docking port things here. They just fit in. There is also a little bay at the front here as well, so I've just put that in. But it's not really doing anything. It's literally at the front. It's not connected up to anything yet, is what I mean, but it will be at some point, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the ship. What I'll do is I'll jump onto the tutorial world as well and show you guys that. But I think it looks awesome. I think it looks really good. Oh, I missed a couple pieces. Look at this. No good at all, is it? No good. Let me just fix this bit. See what I mean? There's little bits to do. Always little bits to do. Yeah, I wasn't too sure about this as well. If I should just put a slab on each of those sides. I think I might. So I think that looks better. So maybe I'll just knock those out. So I'll play around with it. There's going to be little bits and edits to do. So yeah, not too bad. Well, it was actually. It was getting the angle right was the most difficult part of this one. It really was. Right, so here it is. This is where I build it. I always build it on a flat world. If I just do it down to normal, because otherwise, because I'm going to put shaders on because it's nice and bright, you can actually then see it in shaders, and it works a lot better with shaders because you can see it clearly. So here it is on the flat world where I built it. So I'll have to do a couple edits to this model, and I'll take a schematic. You can see it next to the 1/20th scale. So this is the 1/20th there. There you go. So if I get a good, try and get a good picture about this. There you go. You can see how much bigger it is. So yeah, it's quite a lot bigger. It is going to take a long time to tutorial as well, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I've got my 1/20th Venator there. I've got my 1/10th Venator there, which the ISD 1/10th scale just dwarfs that. And I've also got the Victory over there, the Victory class Star Destroyer. But even that, I'll have to load it all. But yeah, you can kind of see the angle is completely different on this than it is on this one. This one's much more elongated. This one's much more pointy. I got the Nebulons over there. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing today, which is the 20th of January, I'm going to be working on the tutorial for this one, guys. I'll be using Twitter to put up pictures. So since this is probably going to be coming out on the 21st, there should be some pictures for you guys to look at straight away. You don't have to follow me on Twitter to actually see those pictures. So yeah, feel free to just jump on, have a look at where I've got to. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's huge, so I think it's going to take me probably at least a week, if not more. I'll get most of the bulk done today. Today's a holiday for me, so I'm actually off work, which is nice. See, look at what I've missed. But I've obviously got more bits to fill in. Quite clearly, still got more bits to fill in. So let's just fix this. Let's go on. So yeah, that's always going to happen whenever you build and rebuild. That always happens. So yeah, I've still got tweaks to do. Quite a few of them. So we'll see what happens. But I should be able to get the bulk once I get with Star Destroyers. Once I get to the middle and start moving in, it's a lot more relief. And then once I get to this bit, it's hard again. It's horrible, really. They're so bad. Like they're just so hideous to actually do. What I am planning on doing though, guys, is I'm going to do the making of this tutorial. So I'm going to show you guys how I split it up to actually tutorial it for you guys. So I think that might be quite interesting. Hopefully you guys think so as well. So there we go, that's that. The other thing I wanted to do is talk about other Star Wars builds, and what I want to do, and also the texture pack. So I've been working on a little texture pack. It's like more of a Star Wars theme. So you saw it with the one, you know, the actual, these kind of like plated textures. I'm probably going to merge this into the Decacraft mod, but I could always do a vanilla version for you guys if you wanted one. There is some Star Wars texture packs out there. I wasn't too keen on them. So one of the things I've done is I've got, you know, red wool is really smooth, so it's super duper smooth, and then we've got like these the stained clays are these paneling type things. So with the Corellian Corvette, I've mixed in, you know, your like block of quartz with the white stained clay, and it looks really cool. It just makes like these little panels on it. The same with the red as well. It's just to try and give it a difference of color, but try and pattern it. I think it looks really cool with these bits, like the greys and stuff like that, and it definitely looks good on the engines. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that's turning out. So I've just been messing around with it again. So it's nothing completely done yet. You can see also I've been messing around with those. So this is where I built the other big TIE fighters. This was just to throw it up and have a look at what it looks like, really. So we're going to look at the ties. There we go. So we got for the ties, they look pretty cool as well, with the black stained clay. But then you get like the nether brick slab, which I'm not too keen on. So meh, you know, it's difficult. Yeah, but I think they look kind of cool. What I've also done is with the pack is used really smooth, like the smooth sandstone that I had in the what's it called, LD Modern pack. There we go. I've kind of used that as the main sandstone. I don't know if you can see it around the side a bit better. Problem is, it's always so bright with sandstone. So I've used that as the main block, and I've also used like chiseled sandstone as just like blocks of that, really simple blocks of that. So yeah, I got that, and then the smooth sandstone is actually this kind of like pattern. It just gives us some textures to play around with those. So I've tried to make like one of the little Tatooine homestead things. It's too small, I think. That's the problem with this, but it would go into here, and it's just too small. So I had to do a bigger version of that. You'll probably notice that we've got this nice glowstone, which this is the Imperial one, and that mixes in with the kind of like paneling type stuff. I really like that. I think that's probably going to be the Sea Lantern texture if I do it as a default pack. That has got connected textures with it, so if I did this, because I've got it in metastatus at the minute, so there we go. If I move that up, you can see it connects up and you get the top bit, whereas before, I'll tell you what, I'll do this, yeah. So you get that, there you go, you can see it connect now. So you just get the single block like that, and you get the rest of them like that. Probably do one of this middle block for the default thing, but if you guys want that, then that's cool. I was messing around with some horrible trapdoors, really horrible trapdoors, don't like those, and that's pretty much it, but messing around with a couple little things. This is going to onto what I want to do in the future, which is let's build on Star Wars stuff, or Star Wars sets. So in here, for example, I have got that's the inside of a Corellian Corvette. just messing around with a couple ideas and using the textures really to well, it helps me make the textures. So this is one of the corridors. So I was thinking like making some little mini maps type things, not really adventure maps, but just the maps themselves in the Let's Build series of how to like split it up. But I think it looks really cool. I really like it. So it's just literally just glowstone that's connected up at the top there to make it really bright. But then you've also got the flooring as well, and this flooring is just there you go, black wall with your black stained glass, and it's as simple as that. But it makes it look like it's a mirror, which a lot of people have done that kind of stuff before as well. It's used nice. And then we got the inside the Death Star, so I've tried to do this one as well. I think this looks kind of cool. It's one of the blast doors, but it's too small. This is just too small as a corridor, so I need to do bigger corridors. But hopefully you guys think that'd be a cool idea with especially with building like sets. You know, I might do like a Imperial Star Destroyer, the full size thing, and it would just be for the interior part of it to make it look like one, and it's that kind of things that I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, tell me guys what you think of the texture pack of the Imperial Star Destroyer. Have a look on Twitter, keep up to date on it, and you'll see where I am with the tutorial. I'm also going to do a special, I'm going to do a making of, so that you guys can see exactly how I would split up this horrible beast, which is what I'm going to get onto today. So it's 7:46 AM, so nice and early. So yeah, let's get onto it anyway. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Thanks for the support. Finally got onto this beast. So yeah, just tell me what you guys think about my plans for Star Wars, and yeah, I really like this texture. I really like the black. It's just so smooth. It's like more dark grey, but it just works really well. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one later.